Tennessee's Wildside is produced in partnership with the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Behind every successful largemouth bass angler is someone who usually does the homework needed to catch their limit. That's especially true of Matt Crabill, a bass tournament angler whose home away from home is Old Hickory Lake. Ask Matt and he'll tell you he knows just about every dock, creek, and hump where largemouths like to swim. Location, weather, and water are pieces of the bass fishing puzzle that Matt tries to put together with each trip to the lake. Wildside guide Barry Cross tells us more.
I'm a guy who likes to go fishing. All right, let's go see what they're doing this morning.
Matt Crabill has come a long way from the days of fishing with his dad on their farm.
I usually try to get out at least once a week. That's a worst case scenario.
And his love of bass fishing is just as strong.
I figure it's between 120 to 150 days a year.
He's always thinking strategy.
Down this run right here, there's a bunch of little stick-up grass coming out of the water, and the fish are starting to get in the grass. There's one. Ain't that big, but it's a start.
And he's constantly trying to create a finished product out of many parts.
Yeah. There's another one. Still a little guy. A little bit better. Came from the outside edge also, so of course it's a smaller fish. I'm going to continue to try to get up in the grass and see if I can't pick up a bigger fish. But if they seem to be biting on the outside edge and they grow, I'm not worried about it. If I can catch them up in and they're bigger, then I'm going to concentrate more towards the middle of the grass rather than the outside edge. I like to be in the outdoors and enjoy that part, and I enjoy putting the pieces of the puzzle together on a daily basis.
You might say Matt's become a cast and catch puzzle master.
Whatever the seasonal pattern dictates, that's your starting point.
Home in on seasonal patterns, but don't be afraid to try new techniques.
I'm just experimenting a little bit just to see what the fish are doing this morning. It changes every day. You don't normally get the same thing. I mean, you can pattern them out and kind of figure it out, but right now the fish are moving so much. It's an everyday change.
Sometimes that means going with a frog, and when that doesn't work, moving to a buzzbait.
I think it's always a good idea to have a variety of baits ready, a different selection.
Just about any day on Old Hickory Lake, you'll find Matt flipping jigs around docks and running crankbaits at different levels.
That's a good one right there.
While he often finds lots of action there, Matt knows another piece of the puzzle is finding the right location at just the right time.
Not too shabby. If you can be versatile, you're going to have a lot better odds at catching more fish, just for the fact that, you know, in different areas they're going to bite in so many different ways. There we go, right there. Yeah, it's a keeper anyhow.
Just one of several nice-sized bass Matt will hook today using a blue crankbait.
Easy, girl.
He's found a creek channel paralleling the bank, casting into 6 feet of water.
Hey, hey. We're getting better. He bit it, come off, and come back and bit it again. That's an aggressive fish.
This could be the beginning of a pattern.
Woohoo! Yeah, we're definitely on to something. That's basically one pass down through this creek channel swung bank. And that one there come off of some of that wood. I mean, that's textbook.
As the pieces of the puzzle come together, Matt is quick to remind those who fish his favorite lake that opportunities abound.
Month of May into mid-June is probably my favorite time out here. It's just, there's so many fish moving. You can catch them in so many different ways. There's one. This one's got some weight to it. Oh, gee whiz, he is 5 pounds.
Just hang on for the ride. And remember that some bites are better than others.
You know, anybody can come to Old Hickory and catch fish. any style they want, any way they like fishing them.
I'm Barry Cross on Tennessee's Wildside.
Matt reminds us that every aspect of bass fishing you learn will make you a better angler, from accurately reading your electronics to knowing when and how to use each lure.
Tennessee's Wildside is produced in partnership with the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.